What's up, everybody? That's a white square. Don't know why that's there, but thanks for stopping by. It is Sunday. Thank you, Riddicy. Thank you. Look, I don't know what the hell's going on with that.
June the 13th.
It is. Let's just go ahead and do it anyway with the white square. It is Sunday, June 13th of 2021, and we are streaming Pinball for you guys. Today we're streaming Jurassic Park, Addams Family, and this is 2001. Looks like 20, but it's not. And that's pretty much it.
It does look like 20.
So get over there, start playing. We're gonna just push that to the back, I guess, because I don't know why I didn't pull in.
We've all gathered here per the request of the governor to discuss what we are going to do about JP, the Addams Family, in that most foul year of our Lord, 2001. They've broken the rules of our organization. Something must be done.
Burrs, thank you. 35 months
of
as
pure
a subscriber.
insanity.
We appreciate it.
You're a C.
Did you put on 3 players?
I'm going to.
Okay.
He's enjoying the
Playing the copywritten stuff real quick just to see how many strikes we can get. So far 0, so that's great.
Yep. I think it's because they look for longer clips, and this is clip of single things. This has got so many clips of different things that aren't in the real order of the movie.
They're pretty quick with some stuff. I don't know. Well, we definitely, I feel like we pushed the boundaries, but we've always stayed on the right side of it. So.
Good Lord.
No, don't worry about it. YouTube definitely does not look for bigger channels, though. You can have no subscribers and get dinged with copyright. They don't mess around. I guess maybe Twitch doesn't have the bandwidth to look at everything. I don't know.
You can thank Metallica for YouTube being that quick.
Because I don't even care. I mean, at least for our channel. Yeah, exactly.
Greetings.
Hey, K-Ball, how's it going? You walked into Jurassic Park and a talk about copyright.
Which is not happening to us.
Not yet. Yep.
Dennis going for Raptor. Right
We'll see.
Actually, I was not. That was a beautiful shot into the Raptor cage, but I was really going for the little control room.
Yeah, they'll never scrutinize us.
Well, and they really do. I know, because like on YouTube, I watch a lot of people with monetized streams that use copyrighted material.
Right, I do too.
They look for segments of stuff that are 10 seconds or longer.
Right.
So they can they're constantly putting little 5-second clips up.
I watch this guy that likes to play guitar riffs, and he'll use the real band, and then he'll do it. And the real band, then he'll do it. And sometimes they'll hit him. It's crazy. It's always the same bands.
Somebody watched Internet versus 1%.
One of those bands is Led Zeppelin, yeah. Beatles,
Oh my God, I
Guns
keep
N' Roses.
hitting that one post. And I'm late on that flipper every time.
Missile missed.
I need to start going a little early. Like this. Nope, too early.
Yeah, one of the YouTubers I was watching,
Yeah.
he was doing, he's a guitar player, but he does a lot of like top 10 best guitars for the intro, and he's an amazing guy. And
I remember that guy's name. Is a dude with white hair?
yeah,
Yeah, he's awesome.
he is
I
awesome.
can't remember his name. I watch him all the time.
And he was talking about, and he was doing his top 10 best guitar intros of all time.
Yeah.
And
See if I can find
He
it.
would play in some of the groups. He goes, "I'm going to play this myself because they're notorious."
Yeah, that's definitely the same guy.
Yeah, they're notorious for blocking. So I guess some bands are a lot more.
What? Don't deserve that at all.
And it needs to be a clip that's long enough of the song. And I think we've been lucky because we're not direct porting like we did in the past, but we quit.
Rick Beato.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. We used to direct port the music out.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
And now we don't do it. We just let our own mics pick it up. So we're talking over it. The pinball machine's clacking over it. I think that helps
Yeah,
a
so far
lot.
it seems to be working. Super jackpot. Soup, please.
Are any of your YouTube channels doing it?
Yeah, he has 2 or 3 rant videos out. And a lot of things he says I agree with. There's a few things that are a little iffy.
Who?
That
Rick
went
Beato,
well.
when he goes on his rant about them hitting him with strikes.
I don't blame him.
Hey, I'm
Especially if it's whenever it's your cover of it. Because you can cover if you're a guitar player, you can cover it and play whatever you want. Oh. I don't like this.
There you go. Oh, I started reading Eurydice and then birds came in. I just kept reading, and I was wondering why it got so weird.
You said, beep. Yeah, that makes sense, Burrs.
Yeah, it is very stupid. There's good ways to do it and bad ways to do it, and
As long as
that's the bad way.
If I was the band or whoever's in charge of that, as long as somebody's promoting my stuff in a good way, then go for it.
Yeah, it's definitely not the band.
Yeah, they're not degrading the band in any way.
Okay, well that was awful.
It's not the band, it's the publishers. Yeah. In a few cases, it's the band, but yeah, for the most part, yes, it's the music publishers.
Whoa, my God, I was not prepared for that. That was so fast.
I don't understand how they can block fair use of somebody else playing the chord on their own guitar. They're not playing the recorded song.
Yeah, they shouldn't be able to do that. You're right.
Oh, I skipped the intro like always. Sorry.
Preston, we
I
want to
always
see those
skip the
intros.
intro.
I want to see them.
Oh, if they make the claim, they get the money.
Aha. Only parody is going unpunished. That's a shame.
And in this world right now, parody doesn't go unpunished because you can get canceled.
Stegosaurus fossil collected.
What blows my mind is Stern.
Okay.
Stern has the rights to the song.
Yep.
They
paid.
The band wants this
Machine
made.
Yep.
Stern shows the machine to help sell the machines, and
They can't play the music.
they can't play the music because the band blocks it. Really?
Oh, on their promotional video. Is
Yeah.
What you mean. Yeah.
Uh-huh. They need to start writing that into their contracts. Can use this for our promotional purposes. Again, not necessarily the band, but yes.
Well, I mean, they had to get the rights from the producers,
Yeah, to begin with.
so it's the same argument, just the different terminology. It's so out of whack with what should be.
Smart missile. Smart missile.
I understand the people who are
Nailed
out
it.
there
Got it.
trying to make money using copyrighted material,
Yeah, double scoring.
legitimately copying it.
It is called music. I won't sue you over. That's hilarious.
Music I want to
Yeah,
see.
there needs to be a penalty on both sides. Fair is fair, right?
Oh yeah, pinball streaming is so lucrative. I suggest everybody jump in. In fact, last year everybody did jump in, so
Yeah, it kind of exploded, didn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, double scoring.
They can go after a business for playing the music.
Yeah, they do.
And I don't understand that because their argument is that that business is using that music as an enticement to make money. I say a good attorney should turn around and sue the companies for that, sue ASCAP,
Yeah.
and say, no, we're exposing millions of potential listeners to your music that you are now making money from. You owe us for playing the music in our business.
I'm sure that'll fly.
Well, truly, how many times have you been in a store and you heard a song and you're like, what's that?
Yeah.
And you're,
Oh, it does work that way.
it does work that way.
Yeah.
Nobody goes into the Gap to hear a song. They go in there to buy a shirt, the song just happens to fucking be on. Is the Gap even still around?
You know, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I believe it is.
I'm not a mall goer anymore.
But you get my whole point with that, right?
Not a lot of malls are good.
Nobody is
Holy
going
crap.
into any retail establishment because of the music they're playing, unless it's a music-based establishment.
All right. Solid second
played-
place.
I've played, what is that? I've played through 2 Paddock, and I'm at 1.6 billion right now. That's crazy. I did very well in my T-Rex multi-ball.
Wow.
I pretty much, on ball 1, I only did T-Rex multi-ball, and ended that ball with like 530-something million. It was crazy. One super jackpot was 200 and something million points.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I'm so busy talking about this stupid crap that
I know,
I wasn't even
I
paying
know.
attention. I'm just talking about something that makes me angry, so let's talk about something fun.
Yeah.
Like, how about Jersey Jack Pinball Playfield's falling apart? That's fun. Fun, fun, fun.
Yeah. I can see the argument for bars on the music. Which music they play definitely affects who shows up.
Yes.
And karaoke bars, obviously the music is involved.
Karaoke bars probably are paying for the music they're using.
Yeah.
Yeah, they use that.
And actually, at Colorado Canyon, at our arcade, we pay for music.
Yep.
We do.
I pay $50-something a month, and I get commercial-free music out of it, and I get to choose every damn song that goes on.
Yeah.
So it's.
I like that aspect.
I love
of it
that
a lot.
part of it.
We do get to pick the songs, and we
and
can make our own playlist.
And we get our own commercials. We run our own commercials in our own place to promote stuff. So
that's not too bad.
Oh, shut up.
Now, when we first opened, like 18 years ago, we did used to just play the radio.
Yep.
But after a while, it was better just to do the music program.
It was a nice program. It worked.
Oh, hey, I got something.
Unless it got
Y'all know what this is?
What? Oh, yeah, I know what that is.
What's that, Leon?
Sounds like a cold one.
That sounds like a can of whoop ass the Astros opened up on the Twins today.
I was wondering.
Yeah,
what
that's
that was
funny.
for.
Today was my mom's birthday, so we all came up and watched the Astros game with her. That's why we have these shirts on. And man, did they put a whooping on Minnesota.
14-3, I believe. 20 hits.
Yeah, no garbage cans, pure baseball.
Oh, damn it. I can't be mad.
All right, did I get second? I know Preston got first, no doubt.
Someone came
No
up.
doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Not for a pay-per-view event. That's obviously a.
Can you give me the score?
Hang on, let me get through all your damn champions. Okay, you want your score?
Yeah, 1679.
926, 930. And then it's you, me, Dennis.
Okay.
Woo! Almost got 10 million points. That's a lot of points.
And you said it was Leon then Dennis?
Yes.
Okay.
Burrs gave
Oh,
you the
thank you,
copy paste.
Burrs. Just a couple seconds too late.
Off the coast to custody. Really spectacular, spared no expense. And there's no doubt our actions will find kids up.
So ahead of the ball. And played so well that it fried the CPU.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, yeah, it takes a while for it to get through. Or it got through fine and I'm just dumb. I don't know.
Shut up. Oh, god damn, it tilted on me.
I don't know that I've ever
I
heard
don't think
that.
I've heard that quote either.
Oh. In modern day Stearns, that little CP. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I don't believe so. Just kidding. I guess Burrs has done it.
Tasers on full charge.
But was it gonna fry anyway? I don't know. It wants to focus back there. We need to step our games up. If we're not playing so well with the game breaks, what are we aiming for? Exactly. That's how you know you've won. Oh, wow. Yeah, that'd do it. Do you know what game it was? Have to be a pretty early solid state, I would imagine. Gottlieb Genesis. Yeah, qualified. Well, not necessarily. Genesis, not that old.
God bless.
I don't know anything about the internals of old pinball machines. They do. I know jack about it. I just play them. Sounds delicious here to see. Wow. Yeah, that's hard to do. Do you like ramp drop targets loop or something? I don't know. Hey, welcome back.
Pleased to be back. Gotta get a fresh hot cup of joe.
We were talking about breaking games due to playing them well. Apparently Burrs fried a Genesis by getting 3 body parts in a short period of time.
Yeah, overload on the robot.
Yeah. I'm just gonna believe him because I have no evidence to not.
Ramp fed into the pops, upper rollovers to collect body, and then bounce down the lit lane of pops to collect brain.
Nice.
All in one fluid motion.
Oh, it didn't hit.
Dennis making me step up my game for second place this round.
All while it was still playing the animation sequence from the first one. Yeah. I see Alan is too busy eating crawfish to be with us tonight. You know what? That's true. No, he's his daughter has a dance recital that she's doing. Jenna, you guys know her.
Yep.
And she is doing that this whole weekend, and then next weekend the whole weekend. So they're currently are they in Houston doing that, or are they here?
They're here.
They're here? Okay. Yeah, but it's like a whole thing. So every once in a while, he's got to take off to get that done. She has like big ass competitions that she takes place in. Does very well. So
yeah, they're pretty important.
I'm fine with her taking him away for a little bit because she's fantastic at what she does.
If it was only just pinball.
Yep, if it was only just pinball, Jenna would have wasted a lot of talent. All right. Played for a while.
Yeah, I did. Don't know if I got any damn points, though.
20. Hey,
you did.
More than you had
I was
last
telling
time.
Preston, you're making me step up my game this time for second place. Super skill shot. Oh,
Damn it.
He missed it. How about 3/4 semi-finalists in Pin Clash not being old enough to buy beer? Okay. I've not heard that, but that's getting pretty young. Pinball's turning into a young person's sport overnight.
That'd be awesome.
Was that a ball search?
It might have been. I don't want to talk about it.
There's nothing worse than you're trying your damnedest and the machine does a ball search.
Yeah. A little embarrassing.
Oh, no. Okay, apparently that happened. All right.
T-Rex is hungry, Preston.
We never, ever are in the loop to sign up for like Pin Clash.
Yeah. None of us are paying attention. We just don't look in the right places.
Only 4? Come on.
I think they purposely
guess
avoid
it
us
took a
because they don't
while
want the competition.
That's probably it.
Come on.
Wisconsin, you can buy a beer with a parent or guardian.
You mean the parent or guardian can buy it for them? Because you can do that in Texas.
Come on. No. No. No, don't go up the ramp. I've got plans. Now I'll go up the ramp.
Yeah, that should be
no!
There's the nail in Dennis's coffin.
Still might be enough to.
As soon as Preston
gotten
pulled
ahead
the
of them.
plunger.
Yeah.
So I guess there's that.
Jurassic Park.
I love that. This game with the movie rocks.
Oh, yeah.
We pick out when we want to go up to the counter, and I'd hand my dad the money. Okay. So slightly different than you handing the store clerk the money.
Yeah, I still don't know that the minor can go into the liquor store in Texas.
No, cannot. Can't even walk in.
Dalton, hey,
Hey.
welcome to the stream.
Add one more hay and you can get to Fat Albert.
So, FYI, I'm 20. So can minors go into a liquor store where you are, Dalton?
Yeah, in Louisiana, the convenience stores and grocery stores sell liquor. They don't have a real like liquor store.
That's true. Well played yesterday. Congrats for doing good. I didn't get to see it.
One of these days, we're actually going to sign up for Pin Clash. Actually, he'll sign up for
Final
Pin Clash.
Four, that's awesome. It always makes you feel good, make it in the Final Four.
You made Final Four?
Yeah.
Hot damn. Good job. What's the prize this year?
One of these days, we're going to make it in. It's only a matter of time. Zach McCarthy won it. Oh, so you got knocked out by the winner. Even better.
Yeah, if you're going to get knocked out,
Yeah,
get
you
knocked out by the guy who won.
May as well be number one, yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, that's the way I always want. Whenever I like guys at Pinburg,
Yeah.
whoever's the guy that knocked me out, that's the one I'm rooting for. I'm like, he knocked me out.
Yep.
Well,
Same.
apparently I disabled that. Okay.
Did you disable the smart missile?
I did.
It's okay, you got an extra ball.
Good.
that
I
you
could
don't
use
get.
it later for.
Yes.
Didn't on the last one somebody win a pinball machine?
I think on one of them they did. $1,000, still nothing to sneeze at.
It was, what's her name? Now I can't say her name. Anna?
Okay.
Can't think of her stream.
Escher won the first Pin Clash.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's not the Pin Clash I'm talking about. It's the one that's the battle.
It was a heads-up thing Stern did.
Yes.
Stern's
yeah,
heads
that's
up
what I'm talking
challenge,
about.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting them confused.
They're easy. There's so much pinball stuff to keep track of.
Yeah, Anna won that thing. And she won a pinball machine.
That's a prize any of us would take.
Hell yeah. I'll take $1,000 cash too.
Yeah.
But new pinball machine's awesome.
Preston gunning for his high score. Haven't even seen his total. So it's too fast for me to see what it is. Oh, he's only at 363. Got a ways to go. Yeah, mostly raffles.
We have a friend that won pinball machine from McDonald's. Actually, he didn't win it.
He did not win it. He purchased it.
He purchased it from the guy who won it.
From the guy who won it.
That was 20 years ago. Maybe 25 years ago.
It was a Godzilla that was given
Yeah.
away in the McDonald's Monopoly game.
I think it was the Sega Godzilla.
Yeah.
And he bought it from the guy who won it. Now come to think of it, that could have been 30 years ago.
That was a long time ago. It depends on when Godzilla came out. It would have been.
Was that I'm just trying to determine if I was married when that happened.
Because it was new in box, so whenever Godzilla came out, is when that was.
Yeah. Can somebody check and see when Godzilla was released? No, it was definitely.
Godzilla came out in '98.
Yeah, okay, then I was married for 3 years. I'm pretty damn sure that was a Sega. Because it had the Bode. Didn't it have the Bode back
Yeah,
then?
it was a Sega cabinet. Yeah.
It had that huge, ugly Godzilla head in it.
Yeah, it was 100% Sega.
Isn't that the one where the guy kept going, go, go, go?
Yeah,
The call out you could hear over and over again. Go, 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 go.
Way too many times it used that. But the layout was pretty good.
Yeah, really, it wasn't
Nice-
a bad game.
Nice, wide, easy ramps. Flowed well.
It never caught a lot of traction. I think it's because of the huge, ugly Godzilla head.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
Back in the day.
Yeah, 98, 99, that was the horror years of pinball.
That's true. We had just gotten into Pinball 2000 and then crash.
Yeah, Williams made the announcement. Ugh, that was horrific.
Yeah, we bought a brand
Zach
new
Kenny Gardner.
Revenge from Mars in a box. And then we got the Star Wars, the playfield that just went in the same cabinet so we could change it out.
We bought that new in a box?
Yep.
I thought our first new in box was at
Oh
AC/DC.
my God.
No,
But it wasn't.
That was our first Stern.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our first new in box was Revenge
It's
from
from Mars. It was. What'd you get?
Damn, Preston, what the hell?
739.
That's okay, I only have to beat 27.
What's up, Kenny?
I'm not going to do it like that.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Or that. That'll help.
Stern Avengers was your first new in box. You like that game? I always thought it was an okay game, but I know it did not get a lot of love.
Oh, that was good.
Well, Zach, it's good to have you back, buddy. First, Leon and I really didn't think we were ever, I mean, we got that one, but we didn't really think we were ever getting one, especially not a Stern with the prices back then. We thought the prices were crazy. We'll never pay that. Then we did. Then we bought another. Then we bought another and another. Are we getting a Mandalorian? No, but it really looks like a lot of fun.
It does look like fun.
Right now, after even, I know Jersey Jack's having the playfield issues, but after getting Guns N' Roses and it being so friggin' amazing, and all, I'm just really enamored right now with Jersey Jack, and I'm more excited to see what their next game is. Yup. Not one of these right now. I just, as much as I love these games.
Well, there's last place.
What are the rumors going around?
So, no.
Still Toy Story.
Rumors,
I know.
best
Toy
rumor
Story.
is still Toy Story. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I would love a Toy Story.
Supposedly it's a Lawler game. We'll see.
Fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. I got my old Woody and Buzz. We can bring them in and put them on the, the top.
Oh, yeah. Ton of toppers for that.
Yeah.
For what game?
Toy
If they do Toy Story.
Oh,
There
yeah.
can be so many homemade toppers for that. Toys everywhere. Super skill shot.
Come on, that had to have hit that target.
I have 55 pins now. The Stern Avengers was number 1. Wow, that's a late start. And I can't bear to part with it. That's awesome.
Wow.
I still remember when the delivery truck showed up with our Addams family. It wasn't new in box, but it was still a fantastic day. Bar none, one of the best days in this game room.
No. No.
You know what? I'm still more excited about Jersey Jack's next pin than I am about Stern's.
Yeah, ours is doing.
And I don't even know what the next Jersey Jack's gonna be.
Our Guns N' Roses is doing really well. And a guy just did a video on why he really thinks the playfield chipping around the post, because the holes in the playfield are drilled a little too big, and also the post doesn't go down deep enough. And I agree with the post not going down deep enough, because when I added my second washer, I could barely get the threads to bite on ours. So they need to use a different, longer
threads.
post, and the holes need to be drilled a little smaller so they fit tighter.
Yeah, double
But other than that, Jersey Jack's doing a lot right.
on. Yeah, double bonus.
It's not enough to make me not buy them again.
Yeah.
Well,
They have some quality control issues that I could see that if it was if I was a new owner and this was my first machine, those quality control issues would.
oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you get around some of it because you don't know what's going on. How do you find the problem? And,
yeah.
but I'll just say Jersey Jack pinballs remind me more of Bally Williams pinballs from the 90s.
Yep.
And their design and making a world under glass. It's a high. It almost seems like a higher end Bally
God
Williams.
damn.
Considerably higher end. Yeah.
And-
oh, then Bally Williams?
Yeah, Bally Williams.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah.
Looking at it next to him right now, it's pretty damn gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's got all the LEDs and everything was built for, you know, newer looking, flashy stuff. But it's a really good game, and the code's able to be deeper because there's better computer in it. And you're not writing code that's just like to the limits of what the chips can do. You can do pretty much whatever you want, I would imagine, Keith. Yeah, so there, I mean, yes, I'll say yeah to that. But Bally Williams absolutely crushed it with everything they did. Well, everything they did. I'm not going to say that. Most things they did.
Yeah, they'd still make you keep the BMW, but I'm sure they'd fix the wheels for you.
I will say I had a Wonka for about 3 months, and that game became unplayable. What made it become unplayable?
Well, that's pretty bad.
That's horribly bad.
Well, that's also 1 out of how many?
Okay, nailed it.
As far as I'm concerned, the answer to that, yes, Guns N' Roses is the best JJP.
Is Guns N' Roses the best? Yes, because right now, I would say Guns N' Roses is on the top of my list of best game of all time. So I don't see how I can't qualify it as Jersey Jack's best.
We did have a few issues with ours out of the box, but they were all extremely minor, very easy, and we love the hell out of the game. Then again, there's not a Stern that I've unpacked that I haven't had to fix something either.
I had a Wonka for 3 months, and the game became unplayable. Really? I didn't hear about Wonka playfields turn into Vaseline.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses is kind of the gold standard. I can't say that that's wrong. All right, where are we?
That's ball 3.
That's you again, Preston. What do you know? I'm shocked. What time is it?
Should be time to move
on. Move
definitely.
on to Addams family. All right.
8:45. So that's 2 points for me. 1 point for
Dennis.
Dennis, okay?
Yeah, Dennis got
I'm
me.
just gonna blindly believe you, and we're moving on.
Where are you going there for?
Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
OMG, pump the brakes. It's a B+. Oh, I think we talked about this before. You don't really like Guns N' Roses that much.
Yeah, no,
right,
I
sorry,
have to disagree with the B+.
I completely have to disagree with you.
Work your magic of getting it straight in camera angles.
It creates an experience like no other machine creates when you play it.
I so much agree with that.
I don't know any machine that can create the experience it creates. And there might be better code on other machines.
And this one's not finished coding yet.
Yeah, they're not even finished with the code.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah,
this.
Well, it's close.
It'll go lower.
Still got a ways to go.
That's still pretty bright, but man, I don't remember how we've done this before, because that's...
I like this. You know what Eurydice says?
Huh.
It creates a pinball experience that hasn't been done anywhere else, and it did it without a pin bar.
That's so true. All right, we ready here?
There's a lot of glare on that.
Yeah,
but yeah,
there is.
What happens if we lower this one?
Dennis,
This one, I think, oh, that's the one we have trouble. No, that's
No.
lift it up. It's better to have the glare on thing. Much better.
Okay.
Like, infinitely better.
Okay. Oh, over here on the little camera screen, this looks crazy glare.
Oh,
It's not as bad here.
The only thing, see the white thing under THI?
Yep.
That's the only thing it created.
The white thing?
Yeah. Yeah, the white thing on thing.
Ha.
But yeah, on the left side with those mirrors that we have, just the whole thing blows out.
Yep.
And you don't want a blowout.
No, you don't.
Big summer blowout. I've been listening to that Guns N' Roses song, Welcome to the Jungle. I don't feel welcome in that jungle at all. No, I would not want to be welcome in that particular jungle. Blake Wee! The plunge wrecked my Guns N' Roses. The plunge really wrecked my Guns N' Roses experience. There was no coming back from that. But glad the honeymoon is still going for you guys.
The what wrecked
The
it?
plunge wrecked my Guns N' Roses experience.
Why did I do that?
What does that mean? Like the plunge? I don't know. I guess I'm either understanding you perfectly and just don't understand that, or I don't understand.
I know. I don't understand how the plunge did it.
I'm okay with the skill shot on the game. That's what I'm talking about.
Worst plunge in pinball. I do not agree.
Absolutely not, in my personal opinion. Is this leaning left a bit?
Post Pin Clash favorite Elwin table. Iron Maiden. Pin Clash has nothing to do with it. I don't know. Did they just play nothing but Elwin tables at
I guess
Pin Clash
not.
or
I have
something?
no idea. Yeah.
Leon, did you turn your mic off? Yes, he did. I'll turn it back on for him.
There
Then
we
again,
go.
I haven't been talking either.
Some folks really don't like the way the ball dribbles out from the plunge.
Yes, there are a few people out there, however wrong they are, that Addams Family is not a great pen.
Yeah, I would say they're extremely wrong, but that's just me.
I know they're.
It's like everything about Guns N' Roses is hardcore. Then I step up and get this limp dick experience. Man, I guess. I mean, does the plunge need to be fast and like
aggressive.
aggressive? There's so many games with little like you plunge to a little thing, a little bar.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone is that way.
Yes.
What's
Tales
that
of the
game?
Arabian Nights.
Tales of the Arabian Nights is that way.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like it's a standard plunge for a lot of games. I feel. I don't.
World Cup soccer.
I don't. Yeah, I don't get that.
Whitewater.
Whitewater's the same way.
you wanna plunge to the
Unless
upper
you're
flipper.
plunging it right down the middle, you better just dribble it out to the upper flipper. I guess it's just like he doesn't have a choice. Addams Family. I mean, I guess it goes to the saucer.
Siggy, what's going on? We're talking about skill shots on games and whether the limp-ass plunger on Guns N' Roses will ruin it for you.
But it makes no thematic sense. Does it need to?
I want to.
I mean, it could have been different. They could have put the rollovers up top, but I guess because they're so close,
Yeah.
it is a lot. It's
Why
a
did
lot
I
more
make-
finesse than rocking out. I'll give you that.
I just don't know. I feel like it's.
Why? Why am I doing these stupid?
This is the first time I've ever heard anyone
I
is
can-
upset about it, and everyone in our chat seems to be on the same side of
Well, I
this.
can see that if you wanted like a hardcore rock experience,
No, I don't get that either. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just the start of the. Once
do.
it comes out of there,
I do.
I know,
If
I
it's
get his
hard
point,
No,
rock, a plunge, just pull it back and let it rip.
but I'm fine
But
with it.
no.
I
I
don't care.
personally, I mean, I get to each their
No-
own.
nothing
but
is-
No, nothing is for everyone.
So true.
yeah, I'm not arguing from a point of he's wrong. I'm arguing from a point of I personally don't agree with it.
Noted.
Yeah, but
How come you don't see us completing Pin Clash? Because we're too stupid to know when to sign up.
That's none of us pay attention to when it's starting.
Yeah, I mean, we'd actually have to pay attention to pinball news. We're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
No, because Infinite Thriver, the #1 requested pinball theme, probably bar none, and we talk about it all the time on this stream.
We do?
Is going to be Harry Potter.
Yep.
Oh, okay. We do.
Yeah.
No way that's not the #1 requested pinball theme, and there are people out there who would not want it.
Yep.
In fact, there are probably people in our chat who don't want it.
Yep.
I'm sure there are.
I'm sure there's not. I mean, sure there are. I'm sure there's not.
I'm sure there's not.
Quick, multi-ball.
In the hand.
Don't like fried spam? I don't.
All hands.
Fried spam might actually be good. I've never had fried spam.
It is pretty good.
Sinky says, Harry who?
There you go.
Deanie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Houdini.
Yeah.
Harry Houdini.
I think he's just this little boy who walks around with a stick. Not that
He
big.
does.
Not that big a deal.
Yeah.
He's got a birthmark.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Even worse.
Oh,
Nothing
no.
a little makeup won't cover, right?
Well, that was worthless.
Fried spam. Cook up an egg in the grease from the spam.
I gotta say, I would eat it.
Yeah, I'll try it.
It's good.
Fried spam?
Oh, yeah.
I've done fried bologna, so
It's not far
why
off.
not?
I don't really like bologna, but I would think frying it would make it
it makes
much better.
it makes it pretty good.
I've eaten like bologna in a hot sandwich,
Yeah.
and with all the other meat and the bologna cooked
Flip that.
in the sandwich, it
Oh my
completely
God, he
tasted
made it. That
different.
never happens.
I've heard an argument against it. No matter how many magnet tricks a manufacturer puts in, people are going to get pissed because the ball doesn't fly on its own through the Quidditch hoop or stuff like that, especially people more into Harry Potter than pinball.
Pin Clash was 100% Avengers Infinity Quest.
Quest.
You guys don't have one, right?
No, we do not have Infinity Quest. We canceled Infinity Quest to buy Guns N' Roses.
We had it on order.
Yeah. Literally pulled our order and
Switched it to Guns N' Roses.
we could have had Infinity Quest here.
Much sooner.
Yeah.
Much sooner. This is like a 6-month wait.
Fried pickle. I hate pickles.
Uh-huh.
But every once in a while when somebody's eating a fried pickle,
Yeah.
I can eat, if I can find the small ones
Yeah.
and get enough ranch dip on it.
You cover anything with ranch dip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love fried pickles.
So Pin Clash was 100% Infinity Quest. So I guess you would have to have owned one
Yeah,
to do it.
That's true. We've played one, but only like a couple of games.
I have never played one.
Yeah, and Preston has yet to play it.
I guess it would be worth buying one to win $1,000.
Yeah.
Well, that'll do. Uh-oh.
Now we are going to have access to what's the new one? Mandalorian is one of our friends down the street has one or getting
Yeah.
one. In fact, he's getting a LE.
No, we did not. That is the #1 question asked on this channel for the last month.
We have access to Mandalorian, but we did not order one. In fact, the guy. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, I think I would love Avengers Infinity Quest. I got to play
Oh, no!
it.
Oh, no!
When we went to go pick up our Guns N' Roses in Dallas, he had Turtles, Infinity Quest, and
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin in pros and premiums, all sitting there ready to be played. And I played them all. And I was expecting to walk out of there saying, man, I can't wait to play Avengers again. But I walked out saying, wow, I can't wait to play Turtles again.
Yeah. I haven't played either one, so I have no opinion on this.
Probably for a lot of our regular viewers, I'm probably beating a dead horse as many times as we talked about this.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but we have a bunch of new people here today.
Tried to order Mando LE, but the place.
Well played, thing.
That's a
Really on the
shame,
ball.
Burrs. And we could have put an order in on one,
Oh man,
not
that
knowing they
really
were going to
sucks.
go effing insane. Frogger's tighter than the Virgin Mary. It's funny. I don't know, something about it. It once again, you'll hear this theme. It harkened me back for a Stern. The closest thing I've seen in a Stern that brought me to a Bally Williams experience
Was
Turtles. And that's what drew me in, and I liked the shots. And yes, there was one hard shot on there.
More so than Ghostbusters?
Yeah, I think so. Ghostbusters is close.
They're pretty
Yeah.
even.
But
in the
Turtles,
way they, in
I
the way
think-
they look.
I
Okay.
think Turtles even more so.
Yeah, both games are packed and shoot pretty well. I'm not gonna talk about the flipper
Oh
cap
my
over
gosh.
Those have been on Bally Williams, so it's
Yeah.
still,
Yeah.
you know.
I cannot believe it did that. Oh, wow, that's funny.
Turtles has a better variety of
Yeah.
shots. Yeah, this is kind of a fan almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, Turtles. I enjoyed it.
Progress on that pin is so hard. I once again never played it, but I will look out for that next time I do, or the first time.
I will
do.
say I used to hate Metallica because Progress was hard.
Dream pin and the perfect pin in my book is right behind you. Jurassic Park, hands down, hits all the right spots for me. Well, awesome. Glad
That's
we
one
could
of my
stream it
top
for you.
ones in the room.
It is one of mine, but I think Maiden is better. Theme-wise, I like Jurassic Park
Oh, this could not be worse.
better.
Oh, me too. Hands down.
Game-wise, I have a much better experience playing Maiden. I love the codes and the shots that Owen put in there.
I lean a little more toward Jurassic Park, but I know what you're talking about.
I think Maiden is like his piece de resistance. It's the one that he had been working on his whole life when Stern hired him. He's like, I can build my game. And now he's coming up with other ideas that are good, but
Maiden has some good rules and modes.
Mando reminded me of Turtles. Maybe it's the code. What about it reminded you of Turtles? Because I don't know. I don't see it.
Oh no.
Kristen didn't get his point for high score on Jurassic Park yet.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, give me a single point.
Will do.
And I also didn't erase, so it looks like someone really blew up Addams' family.
That's true. That's huge for
You would know who noticed the scoring error. First,
Thank you,
Yeah.
Burrs.
official statistician of the Pinball Mafia.
I could have gone better. Could have gone worse.
I will tell you, there's a lot of people who tell me they don't like the music pins. And I get that, there's a lot of them out there now where they didn't used to be. But they sell well because it's fun to play pinball
Come
rock
on!
and roll.
What?
And I'm not a fan of Metallica. It's one of the greatest games ever made. I'm not really I listened a little bit to Iron Maiden when I was a kid. I did own one album, the newer one. Well, it was the newer one back then. I guess it's
Power
not new
Slave,
anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, the one that has Wasted Years on
I
it.
think that's it, yeah.
There we go.
And that was it, which is probably their best song in my opinion.
Nice,
But
Weston.
nice.
Not going unnoticed over here.
But not a fan, honestly, and God, just playing them is amazing. AC/DC, I am a giant fan of. Guns N' Roses, I'm a big fan of, and just
Well,
play
and there it
Yeah.
goes.
Kiss. Got to throw Kiss in there.
Kiss.
We've never owned
fun
one.
to play. I love playing Kiss. I just don't have no desire to own it because I don't want that thing spitting the ball down the middle.
Is that it?
That is it for game one.
It's still fun to play.
So
with
that would be 2
thumping
points for
music.
me, 1 point for Dennis, I believe.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
in last.
And then let me set this to a reasonable score.
Yeah, I'm not a giant Metallica. I mean, I don't hate Metallica.
Waiting for
I
your
just
score.
don't
Oh, Bird's got it.
go out of my
Okay.
way.
213,
Yeah, it was 213 something.
770, 110. Thank you, Birds. I appreciate it.
That'll speed things up.
Oh, and we didn't put the I didn't put the P next to the name.
But for the record,
Jurassic Park.
oh, top! I
Doesn't
just
matter now.
realized who I'm talking to.
Who are you talking to? Oh, okay. Hey, how's it going?
Top rope pinball. Yeah, top rope pinball. That's the best I got, man. I can't do it. Alan can do his voice great.
It was fantastic.
Star, baby.
That's my best
Damn.
Macho Man.
I think we all heard that.
Like with a Sonic movie pin, they could go ham with crazy ramps and loops and shit on it, virtue of it being Sonic. They absolutely could. Could have done that on Hot Wheels too. Don't know that they did. I've never played it actually.
Woo! Pretzel.
Loops might get dangerous for the glass, I would imagine.
Well, they did a loop thing on the Getaway, remember?
No, not
The
a loop
power
this
charge-
way,
oh.
a loop this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do it on Avengers.
Do they?
Yeah, well, it just goes up and over, but it's.
Oh, yeah, I guess they do it.
Well,
on a
there's
lot
no
of
difference
machines.
between it coming back.
Yeah,
sideways.
it's that way on like Tales from the Crypt.
No, I
But
shook
it just
it.
goes up and then hits and
God
comes back.
damn.
But it does do essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess okay. Yeah, you do it right.
It was going down the in lane and I shook it out.
Detective Pikachu.
I was thinking like a loop that goes and then keeps going.
Yeah.
Ooh, 31. Not
Yeah,
bad
me
first
too.
ball,
Yeah.
Leon.
Which I don't believe has been
My
done.
skill
If
shots
it has,
all of a
please
sudden
let me know.
suck.
Yeah,
but I highly doubt it.
I was so expecting that in Hot Wheels. So
Oh, I just
expecting
got-
that.
That was
Fucked.
something. Yeah.
In fact,
Hey.
I don't see how Hot Wheels did not do that.
Oh, put the loop in?
Yes,
Yeah.
you gotta have the loop. I know it's still a fun game, but
You
man,
gotta have the loop.
that's a Hot Wheels key and perfect for pinball. It's a great day for racing
Yeah, I'll
and
be
a
right
great
back.
day for pinball.
You know what? Let me
try to,
turn this down.
I've got to do better on these multi-balls because that last one was abysmal.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, the Munsters really disappointed me too. I thought when I first saw it with that artwork, I was like, man, this is a home run.
I know, and then
Just,
womp womp.
I did not
It-
enjoy the gameplay at all.
I wanted a black and white one so bad. It looked so cool, and then it wasn't a good game, and that was.
Did you wake up this morning? Great day for pinball. So true. Lend a hand.
A little bit past it, way past it.
Yeah. What a big overshoot for Preston.
I know. I meant to overshoot it,
Yeah.
but not by that much. Ironically, I was going for a safe feed of the flippers, and I put it in the pot.
Pop, yeah, yeah. That didn't work out.
I don't know if that's ironic or not. I really don't know. Every time I say something's ironic, I never really know if I'm saying it right.
Oh, I heard y'all talking about it. My mic wasn't on, so I didn't keep talking. God, Monsters look so beautiful. That black and white art, I wanted it so badly.
I did too.
Then I played it.
Yep.
It's a shame.
And Borg did that, right?
I don't know.
yeah,
I
what
never
is that?
know who designs it.
I think Borg did it. I was just,
I think he did the layout and Sullivan.
I'm such a
the
fan
rules.
of Borg's layouts.
Why do I keep missing so
And-
badly there?
I think it was Dwight on rules.
Woohoo!
You could enlist the help of Pokemon like the Galarian Legendaries.
Oh my God! I keep missing in the exact same spot.
Yeah,
and
I can see that,
from my
Eurydice.
mistake. Oh, again. Cool.
Sagittarius.
At least I get to
mean,
restart it.
I still play Pokemon Go.
You were probably
But-
playing it today, weren't you?
Yeah. Did a Reg Ice raid.
How
This
am I
afternoon.
missing that bad? Well, it's because I suck. But
I don't know if the pinball machine would catch on, but it might. There's such a huge Pokemon
Try to go right there. That's too early now. Of course.
group of fans out
Lovely. Nice. Oh, perfect. Oh, I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
there. I just don't. Yeah, I get the pinball issues, Sinky, on the playfield, but if mine was really falling apart, I'd be pissed. But I mean, we have got that one spot where it's doing it.
Yeah. But
That's a pinball.
it's
you
in
know,
really
it
good
just-
shape and it looks gorgeous. We love it.
I mean, we're eventually going to beat the shit out of it with a steel ball, so. I don't get me wrong, I am not okaying it, and I'm not saying that they should just keep plowing ahead with the same problem.
They do need to figure it out.
They need to
and
fix the
it.
damn problem, but
Graveyard at max and Mamushka? What say we try to put it in the pops and see what happens?
an office space
missed
homebrew.
I don't know if that actually.
And hey, and hey, and
I
hey.
imagine that's some points. I really don't. I never play the modes in this game. It's
Yeah, they can do a lot with a Pokemon game.
I always thought they could do
Gotta
one with a
remember not to tilt.
Minecraft game.
now it goes crazy in there, of course.
What's the GBC that I'm not thinking of?
Because Minecraft is still huge.
Ghostbusters, cuz.
It's a game system.
Oh, Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color, very good. There it is. Preston narrowly beating out Birds with his typing.
Okay.
Well, I think with Pokemon, you might get the complaint that you get with Turtles, is that it's too kiddie of a theme.
Perhaps it's in here. Oh, there it is. It was already perhaps in there. Oh, no.
Minecraft, yeah, that's pretty popular.
I had some ideas on what you could do with Minecraft, and
Yeah, well.
I forgot them all by now. That was years ago. It's such a huge franchise.
That would have been probably a lot of points. If I took the 5X
That's what
shot
we've
there.
been searching for.
But I never do.
Kelly, who's not here right now.
Why
because
am I
she's
an idiot?
Off being a camp counselor.
Using cubic balls.
Doesn't even.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You can't play Minecraft with a ball.
Once again, the ball is just your controller.
No, the controller is the game.
You're just but you're pressing the buttons with the ball.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
And away. There's enough creepers out here already. I mean, Kelly, once again, who's being a camp counselor instead of here playing pinball with us, watches Minecraft videos constantly, and she's never even played Minecraft. Kelly!
Get out.
No, she didn't play it. So she watched it.
She has played it at least once because she played it on my computer.
Love it.
Okay.
So she cannot play.
Well, I guess I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Because I know she doesn't play it. Nice showtime, Leon.
In the vault, off the upper flipper.
Nice. I don't play near as much as I used to.
Go back and meatballs the pin. If you're going to go back to that, I'd want to see Smokey and the Bandit. And I think somebody did a homebrew Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh.
I just don't know if they ever finished it. Did you get a double jackpot?
No, but I almost put it back in the vault.
I thought I looked up and saw 20 million.
I did get a double jackpot, yeah. That was a mistake.
Yeah, they could just make the whole pinball
way to
machine
do
black, and you're in the ender.
Well, there'd be red and nether.
Yeah, nether. I said ender because he wrote ender there. Yeah.
Oh, turn your mic back on. Thank you, Burrs. I'm dumb. Hey, I just need a skill shot. Oh, it's ball 2. Who cares?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see.
Close game.
Oh, you can think about it. Just don't do it.
There's no just.
Oh, he said, oh no, he didn't. He said you can think about it, but don't do it.
Yep.
Mushka.
The nether and end as many playfields. That'd be cool. Or you get to the end and the whole playfield turns upside down in the cabinet.
Yes, a little
You're in a different
rotisserie.
dimension.
Yeah.
Drops down a little, flips over, comes back up. There's your idea.
TM.
Oh! A little dragon on a stick. That would be one hell of a sweet mechanic for pinball. It absolutely would.
What are we talking about?
Also impossible, but
If the entire playfield rotated over.
it just dropped down a bit, turned over, and came back up. Problem is, where do you put all the mechanical stuff? You have to sandwich it in between. Yeah.
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 It'd be a total
All the
nightmare.
wires
But man,
would
would
have-
it
And everything would have to be able to be stable upside
Be,
down.
but man, would it be cool.
Yeah, it would. I think it would definitely have to be a wide body.
Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody.
Oh, now it goes right up the ramp. No problem.
Of course it does.
Yeah, the nether would be an awesome mini playfield below
It would.
the playfield.
Ooh, yeah, like a.
You see, like Monsters did, but the Monsters just borrowed the AC/DC one with that little oval.
Yeah.
A little, which is really they borrowed. I mean, that's
Come
nuts.
on, man! Don't be doing that to me.
Congo.
Yeah.
Come on! Why can't I do this? No! Ah! At least I get to plunge it, but.
Ah, Burrs is thinking some of it could work if you just mirrored the two playfields so the same mech drove the matching mechanisms.
Well, you're right, but you would have to sandwich the mechs between two playfields.
Yep.
And then
you
if
and
something,
Leon in that damn stool
if
drive me
something
crazy.
went wrong, well, there's only 2 of us. You don't have to sit in it. Just
Well, I
stand
got to
there.
get it out of my way when I'm not sitting in it.
What? You can just stand there the whole time.
Well, Leon was standing here. I had to move the stool so I could stand there. Then you just scooted me over.
I'll take the stool. Problem solved.
We can switch off, and then you can just stand right there, happy as a clam. Pops would be tricky since the coils are vertical instead of horizontal. It would be an extremely difficult thing, so difficult that probably not feasible.
We should get to work on designing this.
Mm-hmm.
There's
The
millions
body
to
would
be
need
made.
to be slightly wider than the playfield,
Starting a pinball
but go
company
down
is
to
easy.
the floor. It would
right?
have to essentially go down to the floor.
You're not thinking good.
No, I am.
Got to think. You got to think bigger. But by thinking bigger, you got to be thinking smaller.
Well, the gap under the pinball machine would be a lot smaller. Yes, they could.
For the record, Preston and I have beat the dragon.
Yep. Whoa. Okay.
I don't remember that being an easy task.
Oh, that was in
not.
there.
So to defeat the Ender Dragon, all the lights would go off, and you have to guess what shots to shoot. That's about what I remember shooting that damn dragon was like.
Yeah. Like, for example, the flippers could be reversed. Yep. For the end, steal the idea from Stranger Things and use UV reactive ink in the playfield. That'd be cool. You just got to sell the UV kit to go along with it.
Yes. If we did that, we aren't going to fuck our customers over.
Woo!
I haven't seen the regular one or the reboot, so I couldn't tell you if it got ruined or not. Let's be real, the end would probably be a wizard mode. It would. It would. Saul Hudson, what's up? Why are we still using coils in pinball? I feel like with modern tech, there is some sort of better alternative to a coil and something that consumes less space.
Maglev.
Yeah, I say magnets.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if anything's better. I mean, to be fair, I'm not an engineer in any capacity, so I really don't. I have no expertise with which to speak on this.
Oh.
But
this game hates me today.
Coils are magnets.
coils are magnets. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm talking about magnetic pulses to drive the ball, like they used for Ghostbusters.
Oh, you're talking about just the magnet slings, but for flippers?
Take away the flippers.
But for coils. No, I thought you talked about for pop bumpers. I thought that's what y'all were talking about when I walked over there.
Oh, no. He
No.
was talking about flippers and everything that uses a coil, essentially.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, pop
Yeah.
bumpers.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could do magnetic flippers like Twilight Zone uses magnetic
Thanks
flippers.
for adding to the list.
Yes,
Dennis.
you could. They're just not strong enough.
And
Nice. Nailed it.
that's perfect.
Yep.
That's what I was hoping for. Yay, seance! Drain
Oh, have I
those
not caught up
balls.
with you yet? I guess I
Drain
haven't.
those balls. No way.
Uh-oh. Wah!
Random. Random.
Wah!
Random.
Wah! It saved me.
Shit.
Oh!
Random.
Hey-oh!
No.
Yeah, I could see mining being spinner.
Crap. He did it. He did it.
I did it.
All right. Thanks for the follow, TD8079.
TD Ameritrade. What's up?
Look forward to seeing you each and every week.
All this is just gravy, Preston.
Wow. You were ahead by a fair amount
Yep.
going into that ball.
Yep.
What did you do to get so many points?
I got
you got
seance.
seance and then 9 million out of the window on top of
Oh.
And then tour. So it was just boom, boom, boom.
Have a spinner to randomize the material you collect from mining, but the pop bumpers do the collecting, maybe.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a
Well,
good
that's gone.
theme. I like
Every
that.
time.
Not a bad idea
This
at all.
code's coming along.
We're going to have a whole machine built here.
Yeah, random awards from a
All
chest.
right, Preston Leon
Yep.
Dennis. No new high
And then
score.
we are
I don't think-
moving on.
Damn.
All right, so now we're moving on to 2001. Are we going to move the lights over?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, we need to move the lights over.
Do you want me to move this then? while
This
you do
one's
that?
not terrible without
No,
the
I can do
lights,
it.
but
Okay.
It'll just take me a second. And we have a second.
Should I zoom in on the score?
I kind of like the back glass. But
Yeah, I felt like,
if somebody's watching on like a phone, they're never going to read it.
yeah,
No.
I'm gonna zoom in on the score. It's tilted off to the side anyway, so it's kind of hard to read.
Yeah, you can read that so much better. Now you can really read it. There's no doubt that that's the score.
Okay.
Not even a little doubt.
No.
And let there be light.
Wow.
And there was light. All right, here we go.
Let that be guitar. That was guitar. Are y'all still talking about the Minecraft thing?
Yeah.
This is funny.
I'm telling you, look how long this has had traction. It's because
Yeah.
this would be an awesome fucking game. I came up with this idea like 10 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Back when I actually still got on...
Minecraft?
no, when I actually got on Pinside.
Ah, okay.
Nobody really liked my idea. I had a couple of people thought it was good.
Uh-huh.
Most people trashed it as usual. It's Pinside.
I would have been the one. I would have been one of the ones trashing. We're like,
Oh,
Minecraft
no.
is square.
Tilt ends game, baby.
And
1588.
you still might get a point.
Yeah.
15 is not bad.
No, 15 is not bad. That might beat one of us.
My pen's not
Oh.
writing here.
Okay, so I get my high score point, and I erase that, so Burrs doesn't get on me again. Have a spinner to randomize the material you collect from mining, but pop bumpers do the collecting. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. This day, the hot thing.
Leon, you're probably going to beat me.
Gotta say, I was never a Fortnite guy. Played PUBG for a good long while. Was horrible at it. Tried playing Fortnite after that, and my mind had
Leon,
already
you
been
beat
made
me.
up.
Nice. Write your score down on the board, Dennis, please.
Just I was not a fan. Also, wasn't any good at it either. I'm equally bad at both games.
I'll take this comfortable stool so Dennis doesn't get upset. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that really hard wood stool that's so comfortable. I played Pop 1 with Goran and I can't remember who else I played with.
Yep.
I think it's another pinball person that Goran invited in. I didn't get one kill.
Sometimes that's the way it is.
I got my ass handed to me.
Sometimes you're the patsy.
I was the patsy.
Is that like a VR battle royale?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're running around jumping and climbing on stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
It's
that was
it's
stupid.
population 1. You get dropped in. Everybody runs and jumps in these little rocket launchers, and you can bail out of your launcher at any time. But you have a little team of 3 people.
Well, I won.
And you're fighting other teams.
I didn't
of
do it
3
well,
people,
but I
and
won.
It's in VR.
Oh, 1688, that's a win, yeah.
2-1.
It's also high score of the night if you want to box.
1688.
If you wanna bother.
I guess I'll put it in.
The problem is, what I don't like about the mechanic is you got to get the gun, and I understand going to get the ammo, but then you got to put the ammo in the gun, then you got to rack the gun.
Yep.
And when people are shooting at you, and you grab the gun and you go to shoot and you can't shoot because you haven't clicked the clip in and you haven't racked it back.
Yep. And there are people doing that in real life, which amazed the hell out of me.
It's so funny, in real life I would know to put the clip in and rack the gun.
Yeah.
But I played so many other shooters growing up that
yeah, of
I
course
never
you-
had to do any of that.
Of
I
course
just grabbed
you
the
know
gun.
to.
I'm used to grabbing a gun and shooting it.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone that has been so pumped up on adrenaline that they forgot and made a mistake. Also knew to do it. But, you know, sometimes shit catches you the wrong way.
Ball one.
Yeah, I've heard Fortnite has gotten pretty good, but I'm just not, I have no want to go back to it. Who's worse, people who put colored bulbs in GI sockets or people who put 50-volt flippers in games from the 70s?
People who put colored bulbs in GI sockets. Well, we've done that.
Have we done that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
Not a lot. But
Not a ton. For the most part, we don't do that.
For the most part, we don't.
Not
if it
not that I
calls
care.
for it,
Yeah.
we do it in back glasses. We definitely do it in back glasses.
Are you
In
talking
GI,
about on EMs? Because, I mean, a lot of, I mean, AC/DC came with colored LEDs in GI slots. They just stayed on.
All right, I'll take that. 53.94, new high score of the night. Go ahead, put it in, since no one's paying attention.
Like in this game, if you'll
94,
notice,
I'll put it
the
in.
holes up top are
It's
just
got-
generic
it's got
holes.
Yeah.
So we put a colored light, like the left one is red because the bottom 5 drop targets that are red light that hole.
It's also not GI, though.
No, it's not GI.
Yeah.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Mwah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about putting 50-volt flippers in games from the 70s.
No, I don't either.
I have no
I've
idea
never heard of
even
people
what
doing
you're
that.
talking
We are
about.
definitely not doing that.
I mean, I understand the idea of what you're talking about. I've just never, as far as I know, I've never seen it in practice.
I've done a high tap from the transformer that adds a few more volts, but that's about it.
Not 50.
No, it doesn't add 50 volts.
I don't know anything about electricity, man. You know, you hook it up to one side and then the other side, and it
Yeah.
goes through the middle, and things happen because of it.
Wow.
No! In this game we're playing right here, 2001, I think it has the Gottlieb green. It's called a green dot coil that not Pinball Life, the other people.
That was dumb.
Who's the other guy? Steve Young. He made these.
Don't ask me,
He
man.
made these coils that are slightly stronger.
Pinball Source.
Yeah.
That's a place, right?
Pinball Resource, yes.
Hey, look at me go.
Very good.
I knew a thing about the back end.
Mm-hmm. You do. You're learning.
Yeah.
Dennis with a score.
With a score.
I had a good ball 1 and then could not follow up with anything on ball 2 or 3.
Oh, get out of town.
Bing, 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 bing.
Wow. That would be doubling the power of the flippers in firepower.
That's way too much.
They don't need it. Talk about ripping the spinner. Rip the spinner off.
Rip the spinner off the game, yeah. Yeah, enough things break on the games. I don't need to break more stuff. That noise you heard, Preston, was Dennis in the kitchen.
Yeah, I was like, what is that?
No ghost in the house.
Oh my God.
Ah, did you just do that?
I did.
Were you expecting a bounce over?
Yeah, so that's Leon and Dennis.
Wow. I'll take that win.
All right.
I'll take that point after
Whoa, my God.
bombing balls 2 and 3 there.
Yeah. All my wins on these early games are going to start dwindling down here.
It's looking that way, isn't it?
I've played so many firepower that are almost impossible to get in the upper lock. It's difficult, even with like.
If it's old flipper coils,
Yeah, we have
it
we have
could
brand new flippers in our firepower, I think, right? Just
We have-
imagine him
Yeah,
saying
we
yes.
usually on all of our solid state games, we usually rebuild the flippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a complete rebuild.
And
right.
it's hard to get it in like they are. You're a few years old now, but I mean, it hasn't really changed too much.
Yeah, but they're only old in home use.
I was going to say they're home use coils. Well, it's a home use machine that has coils in it. They're not home use specific. Whatever. No, never mind. You know what I meant.
There's so many little parts and flippers.
Oh, hell
yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
saw
saw
it when
that.
Leon goes,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, he's fucked.
You saw that.
See, I don't know if you noticed, but on the second hole up top, it's got a blue light in it.
It does.
Because Leon dropped all 5 blue targets.
Yep.
There's
And now the yellow and the green.
green.
Wow, Leon showing great prime examples of creative use of colored lights.
Yep. I believe those just lit up white before, didn't they?
Yes, they were
Yeah.
just white.
Well, that was a waste
The
of
plastic
the lights
isn't
up top.
colored.
Huh?
$29.50.
Plastic in the holes. It's not colored.
No, it's just it's a milky white insert.
That's what I thought. But
Right.
it's been a long time since we've really opened it up. Assuming the fucking.
Yeah,
I'll
this
take
game-
that back, Preston. The insert,
The insert is colored.
there is a little red in there and a little green and yellow. The
Gotcha.
blue's white.
Gotcha. So that was the issue. They were lighting up, just not as bright as we wanted them.
Yeah, I looked at it. The plastic is colored.
Yeah, definitely looks way better with the.
But you can't see it. I'm tall and I can't see it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you.
Yeah, for 99% of GI, we leave it white.
Oh, what you doing? Low score of the night. Although I'm walking up to this pretty quick, and that's still swinging in there.
You know, after your last game, I still have hope.
We have no earplug mod in these.
That's true.
So,
I guess Preston didn't hear me.
what?
After the last game, I still have hope.
You're not wrong for that. There we go.
Yeah, we're all against the puke mods.
Yeah, I'm not for skittling in a game. I like using color where it's appropriate. We like to use them on back glasses to really enhance colors out of back glasses.
Yeah, like on our Grand Prix back glass, the Grand Prix letters have turned pink. The red on the back glass, it's pink. So we put red bulbs behind it, and the Grand Prix, when you turn it on, is now a crisp red again. It's only pink when the game's off. So they can help.
That was awesome.
Clown barf tits. Well, that's one way to read things.
Clown barf-itis.
Yeah.
Clown barf tits.
Hey, I'm not the one. Preston got some colored saucers. He's coming for me with, he just needs
Ooh, putting a fire bulb in the barn. That would be cool. That's a
300
good idea. I'd like
Oh.
to see that.
Oh, you're talking about on The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. Nice, Preston, very nice.
Thank you.
Also, point of order, adding additional colored GI is fun. Huh. So, as long as you leave the original white, you can add your own color bulbs separately. That's a theory.
Damn, Preston. You got another ball?
Oh, yeah.
Holy hell.
Generally not a the only one game I can think of that really lent itself to changing the GI out.
Is?
The one with all the robots.
All the robots?
Yes, Alan owns it.
Penbot?
No, all the robots.
Oh, Transformers.
Transformers.
Ah, okay. Those are in disguise.
They're not really in disguise in that game. They're really right in your face.
Got it.
Anyway, so that one, because the whole, you're playing, there's a purple half of the game, there's a red half of the game.
You, me, Dennis.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
And then 7386, right?
Yep. You got it.
Yeah, Transformers looks really cool. GI'd to match the color side of the playfields. GIs are there to see the goddamn game. Goddamn Germans got nothing to do with it.
Cool for like 5 seconds, and then, oh yeah, we need to see the football. I agree
That's
with
why
you.
we generally, there are people, I don't know, you might be one of them, that are very anti-LEDs in EMs, and we are not those people. What we're playing right here is all lit up with LED GI because you can see the game so much better. They run so much cooler. They don't ruin your plastics. They don't ruin the inserts. So yeah, we put them in.
People are really against colored LEDs in them, I think.
Some people,
I definitely know some people who are anti-LEDs across the board in EMs,
Yeah.
and I don't understand those people.
Oh!
I don't know anything about that.
No way did that just
I guess
happen?
the only reason you bought
LEDs are
pinball
light bulbs
machines
plus. True.
is because you wanted the retro feel, and it's got to be 100% accurate.
Yeah, but
then I guess.
that.
But
When you see what they do to machines that have been left on for
yeah,
hours,
if you want to, keep the machine, do less work, have more fun, see better.
yeah, exactly.
Yes, out of the couple hundred games we've had come through here, I've done so much plastic repair and replacement. Oh my God.
Radar Love said because they think it makes them part of some elite subgroup. Yeah, you're right.
I can't tell you how many plastics I've sandwiched between glass and put in the oven.
Yep.
All because of those dumbass bulbs.
Did we think?
We did.
Oh yes, we
I
did.
think you were playing Addams.
I was. Thanks again. Ooh.
Nice.
Nice. That was pure skill, buddies.
No nudge involved.
After my last tilt, you think I was going to nudge that?
Oh, did you tilt it too?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
No!
Burrs says, I will say, if someone put cool white LEDs in a pin like this, it wouldn't look very good. But now
These are not the warmest white that we have in here.
no, they're fairly cool.
They're
actually.
neutral. They're right in the
They look a
middle.
lot warmer on camera than they are. Let me get the rest of that before it goes away. It wouldn't look very good, but now there are more warm/retro color temps on them. Easy to avoid. There might be a lot more warm temperatures than there were, but I think the warmer ones didn't look as good when we were putting them in.
I don't want it too yellow.
At the time.
And I don't
That was
want
years ago.
Don't want it too blue.
Yeah. So it sounds like color
Did
GI
you get me?
is
You
way
did.
worse than flip.
I did
Yeah,
get you, but
well,
once again, lost ball 2s and 3s.
more so, I know what you're talking about with colored GI. Like, I can imagine that, and it makes sense to me. The 50-volt flippers, I don't fully... What are 50-volt? Are those in modern games, or like what? What has those?
They're just putting larger flipper coils on the flippers and they're doubling
But like
the power.
just like Stern flipper coils, I guess.
I don't know what
like-
Stern uses.
I don't know either. Like I'm trying to put that into perspective. For
Just
me.
take firepower, which is at 28 volts, double it, and you get extra power.
Well, that's a totally different way of ruining your game.
Yeah.
That's just beating the shit out of your game.
Yes, I was never.
Yep, you're now caught up.
Yeah.
That's what we were
The
talking
other,
about.
no, I would say the 50-volt flippers is way worse than colored GI.
Yeah.
You can always switch out the GI. If you destroy pieces of your game, there's no getting that back.
No.
I put 100 volt in and use color LED always. Like, I like it. I want to fight. Damn you, Sinky. Always one-upping everybody.
Nailed it.
Damn, both of you that would never happen to me.
The in lane on this game
Rough.
is, I mean, you've got less than a 10% chance of going down the in lane.
You got to use that nail to its full advantage.
Black Knight 2K was 50 volts. High speed was for sure. Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of games designed for it, especially once you started getting into big ramps and stuff. You need the power to go up the ramps. And like firepower has no ramps.
It's basically no incline compared to these. It's flat. You're right in the middle, Preston.
31-23.
Second place.
Yep. So it's Dennis and me.
It's Dennis than you.
Points are put in. We should probably still have 10 minutes or so. 20 minutes.
20.
Yeah, this game, we always get a lot of this game in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this crazy game flies by.
Yeah. Then definitely not putting those in. What was it? Solid state games we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's a lot of things that I should know about pinball that I absolutely don't. It's all the boring stuff. Who wants to know all the boring stuff?
And then lane.
Lots of in lanes all of a sudden, making them look easy.
That's loud.
It's very loud, but it's worth it.
Look at Leon circling that 300 points, just teasing it.
Yeah, why use it when you
I
can
would.
just...
I would love to know all the boring tech stuff for pins. Well, good. If I ever need
Like what size is a
help with it, I'll
pinball?
call you. Yeah, I have no idea.
And how many grams?
Quite a few.
I just asked you last week.
You did. I don't remember because it was the boring stuff. 5/8 of an inch. I don't remember. I know it was something weird. It wasn't a.
Yep, that's
Was
right.
it 5/8?
You know, wasn't it 80 grams?
Oh, 1 and 1/16 and
Yes.
80 grams.
Yeah.
It's only one drop target left. Damn. Only the blue one's not lit up.
I wouldn't worry about that. I worry about getting it in those lit up holes like that.
That one counts.
600 quick points for Leon. And another 600,
Oh,
300
not high
points.
score of the night or the game, whatever we're doing tonight.
63-36. I'll take it.
Yep.
I will take it.
I got that song stuck in my head, and don't know why. Actually, I do know.
Don't know why.
It's not important. If you try to put a regular pinball in a captive ball lane, it'll usually jiggle its way out of there eventually.
Whoa!
What? If you try to put a regular pinball in a captive ball lane, it'll usually jiggle its way out of there eventually. Are captive balls not pinball size?
Yeah, they are. They've also
I
got
thought they were.
stick going through the playfield.
Well, no, the ball in the back, I imagine.
Yeah.
And I guess he's talking about the ones that you hit the direct ball that like bounces back,
Yeah.
like hot tip kind of. But they're all pinballs, aren't they?
I thought so.
Yeah, I've never had one jiggle its way out.
Oh.
1 1/16 inch pinballs and 1 1/8 inch for captive balls.
Ah.
Never heard
Oh, in and
Is
out.
that a real thing?
Yes.
Of my mind is blown a little bit.
I love this cycle.
Because I always just stick a
Weird.
real pinball in there.
Yeah, we've never put
Purchased.
a.
It's a thing, I swear.
Wow.
We'll have to look into
Today
that. I believe
learned.
you, but yeah.
We have a trivia question for when Alan's.
That's true. We can all mop up on Alan. Let's make Alan look stupid, everyone.
Don't we do that every week?
I was gonna, I was gonna, but then I'm like, no, I do that too much to him on this stream.
He'll see this later, unfortunately.
Yep.
He watches all our damn videos.
Unfortunately.
Hell, I had a good game and I wasn't even close.
Yeah. He's probably watching right now at the recital. Hey, Alan. We love you.
Well, that was a great first ball.
Atari has 3 captive balls. I do not think they are different.
I don't think they're different either.
Ours are definitely not different because every game, old game we've had that came with them,
We've replaced the rusted ones with balls.
And we just use regular. They work great.
Yeah, because I mean, you buy old pinball machines like we used to when they were actually findable. Yeah, all the captive balls were rusted as hell.
Who sings Radar Love?
Golden Earring.
Yes.
I have never seen on, like, at a convention or anything, I've never seen people selling pinballs and then captive balls. Like, it's always the same.
Yeah.
Maybe so, though.
I'm not saying there's not a machine out there that didn't use a different size one somehow, but...
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's me, Dennis.
Already did it.
Preston, damn you, you're quick.
Now the hard question. What pin features a song by Twilight Zone? These are not hard questions.
Because we've done them before. All right, at least one more than Powerball, right?
They would be impossible for me.
I've asked it in trivia.
I'm sure you have. It's one of those things that isn't a rule, so I don't know it. No, if you ask me like what song or what pinball features songs from AC/DC, gotcha. Metallica. Hey! Thank you for the follow. Our little Rare Pinball, thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you every week. Our little guy isn't here today.
I didn't see him walk across the screen.
Our alerts aren't pulling in correctly today for some reason. Same thing with our tip jar. I had to get rid of it because it was had a big white square.
Well, sorry, Radar Love. It's just that I'm a giant fan of both Twilight Zone and Radar Love by Golden Earring. And Twilight Zone, the pinball machine is sitting right there.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I really could not care less about.
I've seen Golden Earring in concert. They opened for 38 Special.
There we go. This. There we go. Now it's at the top. Now it'll show up.
They'll make it
Someone
with
follow
Radar
and test it
Love
for
instead.
us.
That's funny. Somebody follow and test it. What was wrong?
This camera I brought to the front of the scene for when we were doing our pack openings and stuff. I made it big and brought it to the front, and then I brought it so far to the front that it went in front of our alerts.
36-41. Is that the same score I just got on my last game?
I don't know. I erased it.
It's close. It's close to the same score.
We've moved on from the last game.
It's really
So I erased it.
not relevant, but just an idle curiosity.
I don't know. Oh, we're gonna need this. Cha-cha-ching.
Cha-cha-ching. Whoa, nice.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Oh! I thought maybe I was going to get that.
Oh!
All that for 300 little points.
One day they'll make a High-Speed 2, The Getaway 2, featuring Radar Love instead of a ZZ Top song. They just might.
Did y'all see that speed in lane I just did?
I did.
Can we do more than one Powerball payoff, says Sinky?
Yes.
Yeah.
Odds are pretty good because this game goes so quick.
We can do more than one.
Why wasn't it doing that when I had it lit on the last game?
Yeah, exactly. Games know when stuff's lit.
Okay, wise guys. Name a pin featuring a track from the album Total Nuclear Annihilation by Scott Denisi. That is Rick and Morty. Bam. Boom, bam, wham-a-tam.
All right, Preston.
Yeah? Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yep.
Final game with a steel ball.
Who is Scott Denisi?
Some wannabe.
Hey, you know the guy that wrote our theme song? His name sounds like that.
It does. It's very
Yeah,
similar.
it's real
It's
similar.
nothing like that.
Damn it.
It was,
Jerry Thompson, I think.
yeah, it was Scott Flippenzi something.
Oh, we do.
Oh, we know the girl's name, and I can't think
Yeah,
of
what's
that.
the girl's name on the TNA back last year? Remember, Preston?
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, come, this has been in our trivia question.
Lion Man.
Bridget.
Bridget.
I don't think it's Bridget. God, we know this.
I do. I know this
That's
question.
going to drive me crazy.
Sarah Connor.
Yes, Sarah, something like that, yeah.
Can I go back and look through all my trivia questions and see if I can find it? Because I'm pretty sure I asked that
Are
question.
you the one that asked it?
Yeah, I asked that question.
Yeah. You're going to have to tell us. I'm thinking Scarlet, Lion Man. A lot of good answers here. I'll stick with Sarah. But I've forgotten who the hell it was. Goggles. Used to be Marilyn, but they had to change it to Lola.
I've heard that.
Mm-hmm. Have we gotten the name of the girl yet? Did I miss it?
Hang on, I'm looking to see if I can find it.
Okay, here's one. First pinball machine with multi-ball mode.
Ooh.
Seems like we've had this before as well.
We have.
Fireball?
Fireball's not bad.
Does it have to be named multi-ball?
I don't know.
I don't actually know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I won that one.
4 million
48.92.
BC. I don't know what was before that. Nope.
Girl. I know the girl.
What is it?
Scarlet.
Oh, someone put it. I'm thinking Scarlet. Think he did.
Nice.
It's Scarlet.
All right, what do we got here? Just ready to switch to Powerball?
It was my pinball trivia number 4.
Yeah.
I knew someone had asked that before. All right, we're going to switch
Firepower.
out to Powerball.
Yeah, I get. Well,
How
it
many
might be
years did
graphic.
Scott work on TNA before Spooky picked it up?
What's Hey. That ball you're putting in there.
Yep,
Ceramic ball.
I think it is.
What's it called?
20% lighter, 100% faster, 1000% more fun.
Did we get scores here?
Powerball. Huh? Yeah, no, we totally did.
Okay.
They have been put in.
All right.
I won, so I made sure of it.
All right. Then away we go.
There were a couple of EMs with multi-ball, weren't there? There were several EMs with multi-ball.
Perfect.
However, they were not. I don't think it was called multi-ball until
I think you said that was 70% sure I asked the question.
way
Might
later. Yeah.
What?
And so, I guess if this one, if this was a quick game, then this will be for single points. And if it takes us all the way to 10, it will be worth
It
double
should. It's
points.
only 4 minutes to 10.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to get 3 people.
Yeah, baby.
in.
No, my God.
Woo!
What is this? What is this? That was 1,200 points just
Get
from
back
the
up
holes
there.
up there.
Get in the
15.
hole. Get in the hole.
18. And 50 technically.
Get up there. Get in.
I mean, Nip It had
Nip It had 2 balls.
a multi-ball mode.
Yeah, Nip It had 2 balls.
Fireball had a multi-ball mode, but they just weren't called multi-ball yet. It was just what happened.
Yeah, just more balls. Rolling.
Yeah.
It was
more
just
ball.
what happened.
Yeah, it's just more balls on the playfield. There was no name for it. There was some really old, like, wooden rail games that would give you multiple balls in a...
Was there?
I think so. Okay, I might be wrong on that. But there was a lot of EMs that had it. It just wasn't called multiple.
64, still not enough?
And I'm saying
Not bad.
this not to like just keep going over it. I'm telling myself. I'm like, okay, was there? Yeah.
What's your high score on this?
What's my high score on this? 7366, 7386. I can't read.
I knew I was getting
Very small.
I
on the
knew I was
screen.
getting close.
My flipperless pins will let you put more than one ball in the shooter lane at one time. That yes.
First
guess
DMD,
technically.
that was Gilligan's Island. Supposed to be Terminator 2.
Yeah. I would not consider that a multi-ball, but there's multiple balls on the playfield at once, so you know. First DMD pinball, Gilligan's Island. We just asked that.
Yep.
Last week.
Yep.
And I got it right. I got the point. Well, I got a point.
Yes, you should tune in first Sunday of every month. Trivia.
Played Gilligan's Island last night. Great pin. I have played it twice in my life, I think.
I like what they did with the music on it, the limited that they had.
I don't know much about it. I didn't dislike it.
Ooh,
Wow.
what a save, Dennis.
Oh,
And
only
not so
to
much,
do that.
Not so much there. The machine
Cool, in
giving-
time for the old one. Yeah, he's right here. Yeah, no. We started switching it around, doing EMs recently. Because we realized we kept doing Powerball Payoff in the last game of the night, and it was always the moderns.
Yeah. So, we switched it up.
We were like, well, we have to start doing EM last. They're more fun to do the Powerball with anyway.
They really are. They play a lot better with the Powerball.
Okay.
Oh,
Neato.
saw that.
Cookie Monster 90.
Hate to burst the bubble, but Gilligan's Island is technically not the first DMD. Oh. First Bally Williams DMD.
Uh-oh, am I about to lose a
Checkpoint
point?
by Data East. Yeah, I guess you have to qualify that with Bally Williams.
Wow. I guess I've lost a point then. And so did you.
Well, I think our question had the Bally Williams title in it.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, and when he asked it, I'm just immediately thinking the same way.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he said, and what should it have been?
Yeah, it should have been Checkpoint by Data East.
Oh no. Yeah, but when I asked the question for
Yeah.
Bally Williams, it was what should it have been?
No! Get out!
What have you done, Preston? Preston broke the game. That's interesting.
Yeah, Goran just said you were cheating. And by the way, Goran, welcome back to the stream. What a day, what a day. And by the way, sorry I haven't been around in VR lately. I got new floors put in the house. Life has just been crazy. I was talking about you earlier when I was talking about how I played Population 1 with you, and I can't remember who else we played with and how bad I was. I should be sorry.
Let's hope that doesn't happen again.
We'll see. If it does, it's been a good night, everybody.
Uh-oh. Hey! Immediately went into the yellow.
Yeah, I'm never going to kill somebody unless I play again, so.
Preston testing out every hole up there. Saucer, that sounds better. Yes, I heard it. Word fail. Very much so.
Oh, you got the haptic vest? Cool. Is it badass?
It's all that and a bag of chips.
Have we picked a day for Oil City yet? No. Oil City Open is still yet to be scheduled. You know what the haptic vest is? You can put it when you're wearing VR.
Yeah.
Like if somebody shoots you from over here, you'll feel it.
Neat. No, I did not know that.
All right, so it's Leon with 4 points, Preston with 2
Yep.
because of the doubling.
That'd be
and all.
awesome if you came down again, Burrs. We need
It
some more
would.
Cat 5 cable run.
Stream
Oh
started.
no! Sorry, guys. That was a slight oopsie. Anyway, thanks for stopping by.
Oh, hey, if we're going to do that.
Those are the final scores of the night.
I got to pull up Kelly's video.
Thank you for clicking all the links down below. Those are fantastic. We love playing pinball and all the fun stuff. You know, it was out of order today. It's fine.
No big deal.
Not really a big deal.
Y'all are
at all.
going to get a. I'm gonna make this full screen, and then
Hopefully you can see Kelly's
I want
face.
y'all to see Kelly's face before I hit play.
Come
It's
on,
not gonna
focus. There we go.
All right, here we go.
Come on, play.
Where did we go?
Well, hang on. It went. There we go.
We just wanted you guys to know that if you love pinball,
We love you.
Good night, everybody.
Shut up, Goran.